Look about that. What's natural? It's all about love. It's all about affection. The Bible teaches us here very simple thing. This in the book of Song of Songs of Solomon, Song of Songs. It says, let him kiss me. Who's talking here to who? This is the wife, the bride. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is better than wine. Talking about romance, this is romance. When we talk love, when we speak love, before we make love, we demonstrate love. We reveal our love to each other. Because of the fragrance of your good ointments, draw me away. If you do not know, O most beautiful among her, this is the bridegroom. Among women, your cheeks are lovely with ornaments. He is describing her beautiful body. Your neck with chains of gold. That's pure love, Christian love. And it was written to describe also the mysterious relationship between Christ and church. This book is a symbolic book. But you know, when the Holy Spirit desired to describe the love between Christ and church, he put it in the form of physical love, mutual love between husband and wife, to sanctify marriage. Do you remember? What was the miracle, the first miracle that Christ did? Yes, the wedding. When he blessed the wedding in Cana of Galilee. Yes, to bless our life, our marriages. A bundle of myrrh is my beloved to me, that lies all night between my breasts. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna blooms in the vineyards. Behold, you are beautiful, my love. Behold, you are fair. You have dove's eyes. Behold, you are handsome, my beloved. Now this is the bride. Yes, pleasant, also our bed is green. Let him lead me to the banquet hall, and let his banner over me be love. Do not arouse or awaken love until it so desires. My love, my beloved spoke and said to me, arise, my darling, my beautiful one, come with me. My dove, show me your face, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet and your face is lovely. My beloved is mine and I am his. My beloved is, how beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. Your eyes behind your veil are doves. Your hair is like, your teeth are like, your lips, your temples, your neck, your two breasts, you are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you. How beautiful are your feet in sandals, O prince's daughter. The curves of your thighs are like jewels, the work of the hands of a skillful workman. How beautiful and how pleasant you are, O love, with your delights. Your stature is like a palm tree, and your breast like its clusters. I said, I will go up to the palm tree. I will take hold of its branches. Let now your breasts be like clusters of the vine, the fragrance of your breath like apples, and the roof of your mouth like the best wine. Now we got married. We start with the honeymoon. What's about your honeymoon? What you need to focus on your honeymoon. Honeymoon is about three things. Exploration in privacy. When you go into your honeymoon, please don't tell anybody anything where you are or your time or your phone number or anything. Please. This is your great time together, your private time. You need to explore each other. Don't tell that I had experience before. No! Don't tell that I was married before. No! Turn over those pages away from your life. Start anew. Enjoy your time together away from everybody. Exploration. Sometimes it's stressful a little bit. It's the first time to be alone with someone from the other gender. Number 3 is creating memories. This is very important. It's so painful when I sit with a couple for some marriage problem and they ask them, how was your honeymoon? And they say, terrible. Oh, how come? How come? This is your best time. Bring pictures and videos and all of that stuff. Those are the good memories that you are going to live with for long, long years. Number 2 or 3 now, the mental and psychosocial factors. They all say it's all in your head. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, there are so many players in your mind. Number 1, like fatigue. When you are tired, exhausted, get some rest. Do something to prepare for your intimate time. You don't have to do it while you are tired or exhausted. Play around it. Stress, the same thing. Depression. Privacy is so important. Keep your master bedroom locked, please. And this is very important, including your children. Your kids should never sleep in the same bed with you, in the same room with you. They will be damaged by that. I tell you. I assure you of that. But if it happens once every blue moon, that's fine. But never like a habit. And keep it locked. It means that privacy, that you don't talk about your private life to anybody else. Sorry. With all respect, it's your life only. It's nobody's business. Sorry. You have authority over your bodies, and you got the Holy Spirit inside your master bedroom to bless your relationship. Don't bring intruders. I don't care who are these intruders might be like. But you never open your... The only thing that is, if you have a problem, and you go and seek a professional, not anybody. Boredom. You need to keep the rest away from your intimate life. Renew your vows. Physical health is important. General mood is important. And then we go to the factor about religious and spiritual. It's all about the Bible. How the Bible describes our intimate life. Let us see. First thing, to the pure, the first principle in the Bible. To the pure, all things are pure. Remember that verse. Our relationship is pure. You know, there is something that I like so much when I read in the apostolic laws controlling intimate life between husband and wife. They say after you make love and you wake up in the morning and you shower yourself just because you think that you did something bad or negative or sinful or dirty. this is sin. Clear your mind of that, concept of dirt included in the relationship. Your relationship is pure. And God blessed that. And God is staying inside your master bedroom, blessing you when you are making love to each other. Some people may ask me, oh, I can't just keep some icons of saints or crosses inside my bedroom. I say, what's wrong with that? Do you want them to watch us doing that? What's wrong? Who brought you into this master bedroom? It's God. It's the Holy Spirit. How can you make such a beautiful and holy and sanctified relationship dirty or defiled? Second is the marriage bed is undefiled. Submit to one another. Render due affection to each other. Have no authority over your own body. Do not deprive one another except for a time and come together again. Let us see the verses themselves. All things are pure to the pure. In Titus 1:15. To the pure, all things are pure. But to those who are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. The undefiled marriage. Marriage is honorable among all, and the bed undefiled. This Hebrews 13:4. Number 3, submission in love. Submitting to one another in the fear of God. Wives submit to and husbands submit to. And it comes again in 1 Corinthians. Let the husband render to his wife the affection due to her, and likewise also the wife to her husband. And number 5, the wife does not have authority over her own body, but the husband does. And likewise the husband does not. You know the meaning of authority here means what? Whoever needs the other should submit. Yeah. And then the last one, or the one before the last, do not deprive one another except with consent, approval, agreement. Even if we decided to abstain from making love or having sex together because we need to say, dedicate some time for prayer or going have communion or fasting or that, this should happen with consent. If one party is not capable or wants to make love, then the other should submit. And the stronger one does not make the other feel bad about it. You don't make the other feel guilty because the other needs you. This is something that will go on all your marital life. This is about love, equality. Do not deprive one another except with consent. And the last one is also will complete this. Do not deprive one another except with consent for a time. For a time. And this time, you define that time, you together. It's nobody's business. It's your own life. It's your own marriage. That you may give yourselves to fasting and prayer and come together again. Don't stay away from each other for a long time because the devil will tempt you because of your lack of self-control. This is the Bible. The Holy Spirit. He regulates all our life functions in a beautiful way. Final notes. Then you can have dinner. In Holy Matrimony, we'll go quickly through that. It's love rather than lust. Mutual receiving through mutual giving. And the outcome, pleasurable and functional marriage. The tip here is invest in love, emotions. Okay? Our needs to meet always. Freeing ourselves from the past, we mentioned that. Healthy education, Christian resources. Understanding myself and my needs. Understanding my others, my spouse's needs too. Be sensitive to each other. This is the tip. Common sense. Keep the romance in your marriage. Tolerate the differences. Bear with limitations. Look beautiful, look attractive. Overcome shyness, please. And then hygiene. Very important. Mouth hygiene, body hygiene, smell nice, showering, things like that. Yeah. I hear it sometimes. My husband doesn't shower except every other week, for example. My wife, smells sometimes. No, this is not good. This bad. Please. Mouth, teeth, and body hygiene in general. And communicate your needs and concerns. Remember not to violate God's laws of healthy sexual behaviors and sexual self-control. Please. That's why it's valuable. Sometimes we need to agree to abstain, to fast, or to pray, or to go, for example, for communion or something like. It's not a sin to make love, have sex during fasting or before having going. It's not a sin. And there are couples that I know, and fathers of confession allow this to happen even the evening before having communion for some special circumstances. But because it's not a sin. All things are lawful to me. And it's much better to make love than to sin outside our marriage. So, but on the other hand, it's good to consecrate or dedicate sometimes to pray or to fast. And those times can grow from one stage to the other, from period to the other, no problem. It's a growing spiritual growth. It doesn't mean we stop making love. Be sure of that. Actually, the more you make love to each other, the more your marriage will stay healthy. Remember that, if you can. To avoid sexual perversions and other compulsive sexual behaviors. You heard a lot about sex addiction. Beware of the worldly tricks. You will never feel gratified when you start using them. You'll always ask for more. Yes. Why people sometimes resort to something unhealthy and sinful, like anal sex. That's because the other natural, remember the natural use? The word natural use? It's not working. Because my mind has been corrupted because of things that I did before, I was still doing, even while I'm married. So please, beware of that. It's not going to stop anal sex, and then violent sex, and then all these perversions. Will end up with addiction like any other addiction. I included here some resource about anal sex. I wish that you can take pictures of that because it's a long thing if you like to have, you're interested, from an article, medical resource, and it's how anal sex safety and health concerned. Is anal sex safe? You can read it quickly. Well, it describes you how physiologically anal sex can lead into dangerous outcome. But if you need me to send you those references, actually I included here at the end some references about anal sex and oral sex and stuff like that. So if you like to take a picture of that, or you can email me anytime, I can send you these references. And the last thing, remember that love never fails. Okay? 1 Corinthians 13:8. Congratulations. Oh, by the way, this is a nice book. Abuna Daburi have it, of course. The Act of Marriage, the Beauty of Sexual Love. This book has been translated into hundreds of, printed into hundreds of millions of copies. I think it was translated into 45 languages all over the world. It has been good since it was created in the 1970s. The Act of Marriage, the Beauty of Sexual Love. Tim and Beverly, this couple are God's servants in the evangelical churches. Thank you and wishing you happiness. This is mine.
I think it's a wonderful lecture. God bless Dr. Yusri for this wonderful lecture. And we always enjoy your lectures every year. And we hope you to remember them all in your prayer that we have successful marriage in the future. Now we are going to take dinner, and then will be the last lecture